Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and today I get to be part of the Not Too Shabby Shop YouTube video hop featuring this month's box of the month, subscription box of the month. And I'm working with this adorable stamp set that has this cute little kitty that is popping up out of this teacup. I already stamped and colored it twice, and then on one of them I fussy cut around the teacup, including the paws, and then on the second stamped image I fussy cut around the cat, also including the paws. And down at the paws, as I was fussy cutting it, I just left myself a little bit of a tab there because I'll be making a slider card where we can pull this little kitty cat out from behind the teacup, and that little extra tab that I put drew the circle on, that is what will attach to the slider mechanism. So what I'm doing is making sure to mark out how low my cat needs to go in order to be completely hidden by the teacup. That's going to mark the bottom of my sliding track. And I also positioned the cat to see how high it needs to travel in order to be visible above the teacup, and that will be the top of my sliding track. Now you can make this track a little bit longer than it needs to be because you can always restrict the movement of the sliding mechanism by putting some foam to block how far the cat can travel. So don't worry too much about being precise. If you're a little bit unsure, give yourself, a millimeter or two extra so that you have some wiggle room there. Now I'm going to punch out some 3/4 inch circles to create the mechanism that will hold our cat to it into this track. One disc is full, 2 discs have been folded in half, and I just glued it to the full disc and then slid it through my track and attached that 4th disc to the top. And so that's going to freely move up and down the track that we just created. This is a 1-inch wide strip of just scrap heavyweight cardstock, and I'll punch a 1/2-inch corner rounder through it, and that's going to create this really nice circular end. And I am positioning all of this onto a 5x7 card, so that will give me plenty of room to hide the track, because it does need to be sort of high enough. You can see how far down the cat needs to travel below the teacup itself. So that's why I needed a slightly larger card. And what I'm doing here is just stamping out the back of the teacup, and I'm stamping directly onto our slider mechanism panel here. So while I do this, let me tell you a little bit more about the hop. So this is a hashtag driven hop, and as such, what you can do is there should be a link in the title of this video or in the description box below that is hashtag home sweet home. That should be clickable. So if you click on that, then it'll bring up all of the videos from other design team members who are creating fabulous inspiration with this month's subscription box. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and pop on over, check out everybody's video, like their video, and leave them a comment. When you've finished watching everybody's video, you can head back over to my video, or really it should be anyone's video. There should be a Rafflecopter link in the description box of the video, and you can click on that in order to add all of your details for entering the giveaway. The giveaway ends on March 8th, so be sure to watch all of the videos, like and comment, and enter the Rafflecopter link information by March 8th. And then head on back to the Not Too Shabby Shop YouTube channel to see if you've won. So here is where you should restrict your foam adhesive to. I made a mistake and actually added adhesive above what I'm showing you, and it didn't do too much harm. It just created extra work for myself later down the road. So it's better if you just stick to those pink boxes. Don't put foam where I'm putting it here. Or if you decide to put foam in these locations, just don't peel it up right away. Because I actually cut this gorgeous piece of pattern paper, which does come in this month's subscription box. I cut it so that it is actually taller than I need it to be, so that it could tuck behind this panel that has my pull tab mechanism on it. And I thought that that would give it a nice cleaner finish that way, instead of having the paper butt up against the top of this panel. And plus, the paper needs to go behind the teacup, which I wasn't able to do without having to pull up the adhesive. Now on this top part where I've got the two pink boxes, that's basically where you want to put your adhesive on your card base to adhere your pattern paper, which will cover up our pull tab mechanism. So basically the idea is that you want to put your adhesive such that it doesn't inhibit the up and down movement of the pull tab. And I would definitely recommend doing it this way, especially if you haven't completely centered your pull tab mechanism. That way you do apply your adhesive in the right location. And I'm using my low profile foam. It's only 1 millimeter thick, so it's just enough to kind of give some extra clearance for that pull tab, especially since I used 120-pound cardstock for my pull tab, doubled up at that. And so that foam is just high enough to give a little bit of wiggle room there. So you can see I had to pry up my teacup in order to get this pattern paper. And then I wasn't able to tuck it behind the panel as I originally planned. So then I had to cut off the excess from the top, but it all worked out in the end, and it all looks fantastic. So so I was able to save it. There wasn't anything too disastrous there, but I would definitely recommend to only put adhesive behind that teacup after you've already put down your pattern paper on the top portion of the card. And as I adhere adhesive now on this top portion, again, I'm using my low profile foam just so that there's just that little bit of extra space and wiggle room for the extra layers of cardstock of the kitty cat and the pull tab mechanism and all of that good stuff. And the same concept applies, where I'm really just trying to put adhesive everywhere except where the cat needs to travel. So that's why I've pushed the cat all the way to the bottom, so that I can make sure I don't have any adhesive too close to the cat to where it could inhibit it from moving smoothly up and down. And I do like to use my low profile foam for instances like this, because I do have to have 2 layers, or I don't have to, but I prefer to have 2 layers of it. And I can still do that, and this card is still relatively flat and will still go through the mail just fine without extra postage. So now that basically the card's complete, I can add the pretty teacup to the very front. I do need to level off this little portion on the handle here, so that's why I've added another piece of foam. That just makes everything nice and flush. And that pretty much completes my card. I just need to add a little sentiment, which I thought was so perfect. So this just peeking in on you sentiment is from this stamp set as well. And I always leave this to last, which is to put the little instruction on the pull tab itself, so that you know to actually pull on that. But here's a final close-up look of my slider card. and I just think it's super, super adorable. Definitely have fun on this YouTube video hop and check out inspiration from the rest of the team. Remember, you have until March 8th to visit everybody's channel and leave them a comment. And then don't forget to also click on the Rafflecopter link in order to enter the giveaway. Good luck, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye!